On the night the announcement was made, it felt like watching a slow-motion avalanche unfold. In a dimly lit bedroom, someone refreshed their Spotify app for the 100th time. Suddenly, the counter under Drake's album, Scorpion, jumped from 10,999,999,999 to 11,000,001, a significant milestone that felt magnified in that moment. In the world of streaming numbers, this was a historic achievement. Scorpion became only the second rap or hip-hop album to exceed 11 billion streams on Spotify. This was more than just another accolade. It highlighted Drake's remarkable influence in the streaming era. However, as the streams continued to rise, a quieter story was developing, one centered on artistry, legacy, and how those billions of streams overshadowed Kendrick Lamar's achievements. By the way, welcome to Celebrity Hip Hop Showroom, where hip-hop and celebrity drama never sleep, so hit that subscribe button so you never miss the mess. Let's get into it. When Scorpion was released on June 29, 2018, it received a mix of both praise and criticism. The 25 tracks, split into rap and R&B sections, were viewed as either brilliant or excessive, depending on the listener's viewpoint. No one could deny Drake's strategic mastery of streaming mechanics. More tracks meant more plays and greater success on the charts. Scorpion debuted with record-breaking first-week numbers, producing hits like God's Plan and In My Feelings, which became cultural phenomena. Those singles alone amassed billions of streams, but it was the album's extensive tracklist, ranging from bold boasts to introspective ballads, that truly drove its totals. Each listen, replay, and algorithmic recommendation fueled Scorpion's relentless success. In contrast, Kendrick Lamar's career was charting a different course, one defined by critical acclaim, cultural impact, and artistic boldness. While Drake's approach relied on broad appeal, Kendrick's was marked by precision. He released fewer songs, but each one resonated deeply beyond just streaming figures. Even won a Pulitzer Prize, a first for a hip-hop album. To Pimp a Butterfly expanded the boundaries of rap's musical landscape. Good Kid, Mad City narrated a young artist's coming-of-age story with cinematic depth. Kendrick's projects were events, moments when the world paused to listen, analyze, and discuss. His successes were not measured solely by plays or chart positions, but by their influence on the cultural landscape. Yet, even Kendrick Lamar's most dedicated fans had to confront the stark reality of those 11 billion streams for Scorpion. Across social media and comment sections globally, fans began to frame the conversation in terms of sheer numbers. They celebrated Drake's streaming dominance as evidence that he remains the biggest voice in hip-hop. The message was clear. If Drake could attract an audience comparable to entire continents, then perhaps his influence overshadowed Kendrick's quieter, more underground revolution. It was a statistic that seemed impossible to ignore, even for those who believed that true artistry couldn't be quantified. The story becomes more intricate when you delve into the specifics. Streaming numbers are only one facet of success, shaped by strategy, market saturation, and the dynamics of playlists. Drake's partnerships with TikTok influencers, surprise guest appearances, and his tendency to release albums with a large number of tracks all play a role in the algorithms that enhance his streaming figures. In contrast, Kendrick Lamar has chosen a strategy of scarcity. He launched Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers with minimal marketing, allowing the music to resonate on its own. Even with fewer tracks and a more intentional release strategy, the album climbed the charts and garnered Grammy Awards, demonstrating that significant streaming numbers aren't necessary to cement a place in hip-hop history. Consider how fans engage with each artist. Drake's music often acts as background ambience in daily life, featured in work playlists, gym workouts, and road trips. His catchy tunes and memorable lyrics are crafted for easy enjoyment. Conversely, Kendrick's music requires full attention. To Pimp a Butterfly, with its jazz-infused soul, invites listeners to pause and contemplate complex themes of race, identity, and systemic injustice. This depth fosters a connection and loyalty that streaming figures can't fully capture. Kendrick's fans frequently express that they appreciate these intricate layers more than they do monthly listener statistics. However, it's evident that the streaming success of Scorpion has shifted the dialogue regarding dominance in modern hip-hop. In an industry that prioritizes metrics, achieving 11 billion streams is not merely a point of pride. It's tangible evidence that Drake's approach resonates globally. This raises the question of whether Kendrick Lamar's achievements, while critically acclaimed, generate the same viral effect on digital platforms. It sparks a conversation about which artist's music is more broadly embraced in everyday life and whose influence has a greater presence in mainstream culture. Drake's streaming success also highlights the evolution of the music industry. Not long ago, success was primarily measured by platinum records and sold-out tours. Nowadays, the emphasis has shifted to less visible metrics: plays, skips, streams per listener, and algorithm-driven playlists. In this landscape, widespread consumption is paramount, and few artists have mastered the ability to be omnipresent like Drake. He has built his career by understanding where his audience engages online and providing content that aligns with various moods and algorithmic preferences. In contrast, Kendrick Lamar seems to have a more intricate relationship with these metrics. His artistic approach is reflective, concentrating on self-reflection and societal issues. He produces albums that defy easy categorization and prompt the most discerning critics to delve into his lyrics. His impact is evident in the conversations his music sparks, in classrooms, essays, and social justice initiatives. Although these discussions may not be reflected in streaming statistics, they resonate on a deeper level that endures beyond mere numbers. It's crucial to understand that this isn't about choosing one artist over the other. Fans can value both Drake's streaming success and Kendrick's artistic importance simultaneously. However, when headlines suggest that Scorpion has overshadowed Kendrick's achievements, it underscores a tension in today's hip-hop scene. Are we more impressed by vast digital empires or by cultural changes that redefine the art? Do 11 billion streams signify greater artistry, or do they merely indicate an artist who has mastered modern distribution? Upon closer examination, Kendrick Lamar's achievements remain significant in ways that streaming metrics cannot undermine. He has won the Grammy for Album of the Year, headlined major international festivals, and motivated a new generation of rappers to focus on thematic substance rather than just catchy hooks. He has leveraged his platform to tackle issues such as police brutality, systemic racism, and mental health. His voice acts as a moral compass, a rallying cry, and a reflection of society. While Drake's 11 billion streams may be more impressive in numerical terms, Kendrick's cultural influence is arguably more enduring. Then there's the question of legacy. When future historians look back on this era, what will they remember? Will they see streaming records as the ultimate measure of greatness, or will they emphasize albums that revolutionized the genre? While Scorpion may hold the streaming record, works like To Pimp a Butterfly and Good Kid, Mad City occupy a distinct place where music serves as social commentary, transforming beats and lyrics into collective healing. These are accomplishments that transcend the lifespan of any single platform. Nonetheless, the statistics are hard to ignore. 11 billion streams make headlines, spark discussions on social media, and reinforce Drake's image as an unstoppable force. As fans observe the numbers, it becomes clear that Kendrick's more understated achievements appear to be competing in a different realm, one measured by critical recognition and accolades rather than streaming figures. This highlights that in today's varied industry, success can manifest in multiple forms. There is room for both commercially successful artists and Pulitzer Prize-winning poets to flourish, even if their accomplishments are evaluated differently. In the end, the discussion about streaming supremacy versus cultural relevance may not focus on finding a single leader, but rather on recognizing the expanding landscape of hip-hop. Drake has shown how to dominate radio and online platforms globally, while Kendrick has demonstrated that rap can serve as high art, social critique, and complex storytelling. Both approaches contribute to the evolution of the culture, albeit in different ways. Celebrating both billions of streams and innovative artistic endeavors underscores hip-hop's flexibility and its willingness to embrace diverse definitions of success. As the stream count for Scorpion continues to grow and Kendrick's new project nears release, the real victory may lie in this diversity. Hip-hop embraces artists who top the streaming charts as well as those who are subjects of scholarly analysis. While 11 billion streams may appear to be a significant milestone for Drake, Kendrick's artistry occupies its own space, one built on concepts, integrity, and the power to shift perspectives. This space, unlike any streaming record, remains immune to the whims of algorithms. If there is a definitive answer to who wins in today's hip-hop scene, it won't be found solely in the statistics. It will arise from the interplay between popularity and substance, between curated playlists and protest anthems, between billions of streams and moments that elevate cultural consciousness. While Drake's Scorpion may have achieved over 11 billion plays, Kendrick Lamar's impact resonates in a more intricate yet equally profound manner. In the ongoing story of rap, both artists are vital, reminding us that true greatness cannot be measured by a single standard, no matter how impressive. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this situation, so please share your opinions in the comments. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay updated on this story.